Stuff is awesome. You want to have an indoor slip and slide? Just put this stuff down, okay? This stuff is awesome. MiniPlane addicts. What is up, addicts? A couple things. Replacing your fuel lines. I'm doing this for the first time, and honestly, it's been a pain in the butt. All right, PITA, get it? So a couple things. Number one, you have fuel filters. There's an inline fuel filter, which is this little guy, and it sits between the carburetor and your fuel tank. Okay, that's this guy. And then there's another one that sits down at the bottom of your tank. The one that sits at the bottom of your tank looks like this. Okay, so there's two of them, right, guys? And if you shake this thing, there's like a little ball in there or something, okay? All right. If you go to the hardware store, you can't just get a different inline fuel filter. They have to have a certain rating. I think the Wix 3301 will work, but it's a lot bigger, and I couldn't figure out how to mount it, so I'm just reusing this little guy that came with my MiniPlane originally, all right? And the one at the bottom of the tank, if that thing is gunked up, you can replace it, get one on MiniPlane USA, or else, like I found some at the local Farm and Fleet here in Wisconsin, and that might also work. I don't know, you guys gotta figure that one out. Okay, now, next thing, tubing. You gotta get fuel rated tubing, okay? It can't just be like this, that like cheap plastic stuff you get at Menards or Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, okay? It's gotta be fuel line. And there's two different sizes, okay? The stuff that goes from the inline fuel filter till the carb is smaller diameter than the stuff that goes from the inline fuel filter down to the tank, okay? This stuff's thicker, all right? When you look online and you look at tubes, it'll say OD and ID. OD is outer diameter, ID is inner diameter. I was able to get the tube from the inline fuel filter to the carb at my local home store. They had fuel line there, but I wasn't able to get the same diameter stuff, so I had to order this stuff online, okay? So just, it's not one size tubing, it's two different sizes, all right? My next point is getting this stuff on, guys, is a frickin' PITA, all right? I had to go and buy a heat gun. Don't blow dry your hair with it, you'll set yourself on fire, okay? You gotta get a heat gun, guys, and you gotta heat up the end of the tubing, and it'll get really supple or pliable, and then you can push it on easier. Additionally, I got this from Had's Tips. This is Silicone Grease. Stuff is awesome. You want to have an indoor slip and slide? Just put this stuff down, okay? This stuff is awesome. So you put this on the barbs on your fuel filters or whatever, and this will help it slide on there, okay? Not gonna lie, even with this stuff and with the heat gun, it was still a pain in the butt sometimes to get the hose thing to go on. I like bent one of the barbs a little bit, and I'm just kind of like, I'm a perfectionist, so I kind of got pissed. But like, take your time and work it. Try to twist it versus just pushing it. But this stuff makes it really slippery. Add the heat to make the thing more supple, and you might be able to get it to go on. I got mine on here, but it's not perfect. I don't know if you guys can see that. There and there. This side went on easy, but this one was a little harder, okay? Finally, so then you got to get this thing back onto the motor, right? So then you got to come up with another genius trick. Like, so then, this is just a full-time thing here. So then you got to come down here, and you got to take some of your longer line, right? Your leftover thicker line, and you got to push it into that hole, right? I'm trying to see, guys. I'll try to zoom in for. It's that far one back there, guys. See it where the tube's going in? So you feed the line into that there, okay? And then you got to reach down into the tank here and get the line to come out. So you could use something like a coat hanger to reach in there and grab the line and get it to come out here, because then you got to put the fuel filter on the end here, right? If you can't, or you go to the store and you get one of these little guys. This is like a bendy thing, and it's got a thing on the end. You push this thing down, and it grabs, and you can pull it up through here, okay? Now I can drop this guy back down in there and pull this out, and then I'm gonna, you know, cut it, and then I'll be able to attach everything back. I just want to let you know that when you're trying to do this yourself and you're in your basement swearing, I'm swearing right along with you. We're in it together. Okay, we're in it together. All right, so there you go. That's about it. That's all I got. Just want to let you know some stuff. All this can be found on HAD's website too, so check that stuff out. But I just want to express some of the frustration in getting this stuff to go together. And you kind of got to work it a little bit. Yeah, it'll be easier your second time, but so there you go.